After the pain and suffering and misery of last season, it's all going slightly better. We're up at the top of the table, and we've got one bewitching Brazilian to thank for it. Yes, hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here with episode 59 of Andorra, the double challenge, in which I take charge of the club, FC Andorra, and the nation of Andorra, and try to lead them both along the road to glory. And yes, the happy days are back, and thanks in no small part to this man. No, not me. This man, up here in the news item, Bewitching Baltazar. Baltazar has been on fire. No longer described as a wonder kid, but I mean, he's just based on the division we're in. He's on 5-star current and 5-star potential. Look, 14 games in the Spanish second division so far, 15 goals and 2 assists, an average 7.69 rating. The boy is on fire. It's so good that we've managed to hold on to him. And we do have a transfer window coming up, and you see there's a lot of interest there. We've got Brazilian teams interested in him. We've got Shanghai, Bobby G's team that he got his Asian Champions League with. They're interested in signing him. Leganés, Tenerife and Alaves have always been interested in signing him. This is where I start to get worried. Olympic Lyon and Bayern Munich have now got him on their radar. Could be a battle to keep him, but keep him we must. So just to run you through the results since last time out, with that disappointing handicap match against Vigo. If you remember, Marino got sent off after something ridiculous like 18 seconds. Well, we then bounced back the following week with a win over, well, it's 3 days later actually, a win over Athletic Bilbao B team. Guedes, of course, Baltazar, and then an own goal doing the business for us on that day, and then a quite impressive 4-1 win away to Tarragona. What was interesting here is that Baltazar did not score. It was Alex Robertson getting his first goal for the club and Sieta scoring a hat-trick to cancel out a shock early lead for Tarragona. We did then slip back. Home form, for some reason, has not been that good. We lost at home to Barcelona B. We went 2-0 down early in the first half. Baltazar pulled one back, but we couldn't get the equaliser. But since then, we've been on a tear. We went to Zaragoza at the time. We were third. Zaragoza were top. We beat them 2-1. 2 early goals there. Baltazar scoring almost straight from the kickoff. Guedes with a penalty in the 4th minute. They did pull one back, but we held on, which is something we couldn't do at all last season. We then beat Mallorca 3-1. Again, Guedes with the early goal. Ruiz, our loan signing from Manchester United, adding one, and Baltazar putting it beyond doubt, just beyond the hour mark. Ferrol, who caused us such problems last year in the Cup, embarrassed us and knocked us out. Well, we got a measure of revenge. Crush and Jonathan getting the goals there. No Baltazar again. It's interesting, he doesn't score against the teams who are down at the bottom for some reason. Alcaron, we beat them 1-0 away. Guedes getting the goal this time. And then 2 hefty wins. Atletico Madrid B, Baltazar hat-trick, Ruiz, Eugenio getting his first goal for the club this summer signing, and Crush adding another one late on. And then we beat Girona, Baltazar setting us on our way. Jonathan has turned into a bit of a marauding wing-back, getting up for a goal. Sieta and Rico with the goals on that day. Now, we're going to play Rayo Vallecano today. The reason I've come back for this game is because when I show you the table, you'll see we're top. Vallecano pretty close to us. They are currently 4th. A win today would be a big statement. You see, we're just ahead of Zaragoza on virtue of that head-to-head result, but we've got a game in hand on them. So if we win today, we will open up a bit of a gap at the top of the table. Alright, so this is the team we're going with today. Jimenez, I'm giving him a bit of a run in goal. If you remember, we signed him last January. He's just 19 years old, but he's a pretty decent player. He's got decent potential as well. Only 2-star current ability, but now's the time to give him some game time while we're not in La Liga. Then Gomez, who's been playing very well. Also, Gomez, 18, but he's really coming along leaps and bounds, moving towards that 5-star potential as well. He's going to partner Crush. Jonathan, as I said, Jonathan has been playing really well for us in that right-back position. You'll see here 2 goals and 7 assists in 12 starts. That is something we were lacking last season. Hernandez, someone else I'm giving a bit of a run of games. Cisse is the better player, but I want Hernandez to develop, so he's having a run in the first team. Guedes and Macias, there's no other choice really for my first two in the centre of midfield. Robertson's been playing well, and you can see he's struck up a bit of a partnership with Baltazar, so those two work well together. Perez back in the side after the knock he picked up against England, which you may have seen in the most recent episode, and Ruiz out on the right. Very similar looking formation from Rayo Vallecano, so it'll be an interesting head-to-head. I mean, we've lost 2 games and we've lost them at home. We've lost them against other top teams in the division. So, we've got to kind of break that duck a bit today. So we are going with the pick up from where you left off last time. We won't complicate things too much. Straight into the kickoff. Let's see what we can do here today. Big game. We've got to perform. We've got to win the big matches if we want to go up. Based on our early season form, I want to get back up to La Liga as champions of the division. That'll give us a bit of extra reputation boost and hopefully allow us to be a bit more active in the transfer market next summer. Anyway, here we go. First chance of the game. Ruiz plays it to Macias. Oh, my Lord, Macias, with his first goal of the season, hits that one in from 25 yards out. What a goal. What a goal. Ruiz playing that inside forward role beautifully, just lays it off for Macias. He knew exactly what he wanted to do, had this gap in front of him. Boom. Thinking about the future as well, I have persuaded the board to invest more in the youth facilities and the junior coaching, so all of that's being raised up, so we're looking forward to that next youth intake. We want to get some better players coming through to join the likes of Hernandez, Gomez and Perez in the first team. Okay, late in the half then, chance for a second goal. Crush, it's disallowed for offside. But Crush has, he's been getting up. Now, where was the offside there? Where was the offside? Okay, never mind. We've got to the break having dominated. We're in the lead, although it's only a slender lead, just a goal. But Vallecano haven't even had a shot on goal yet. Never mind a shot on target. Well, guard against complacency. That's what I always pick in these situations. Now, let's have a look. Robertson is not having the best of games, a bit anonymous on a 6.5. Perez is on a 6.6, but we can give him a bit of slack as he's just come back from yet another injury. So I'm not going to make any changes. We'll get out there for the second half. The onus is on Vallecano to make changes. We've just got to watch out for them coming at us in the second half. Okay, here we go. Guedes knocks it out wide, but we give it away. That's not good, and it looks like Vallecano. Nope, they're not going to get their first chance of the game. We win the ball back. Guedes, beautiful ball through to Baltazar. Baltazar! Whoa, what? The guy's on fire. He truly is bewitching this season. I mean, look at that. How many times have you seen that happen in FM, where the shot gets saved or hits the post and they just don't make it to the rebound? But look at that. First of all, great through ball from Guedes. And then Baltazar just reacted quicker than anybody else. Poor goalkeeper, despairing dive, but he couldn't keep it out. 2-0 up. Okay, no highlights since the goal. It's time to look at making some substitutions, I think. So, Perez, I'm going to let him get his match fitness back up, so I'll leave him on. I'll bring on Eugenio, though, for Robertson, because... Robertson is improved a little bit to a 6.7, but Eugenio did get his first goal for the club recently, and we'll put Fleming on in place of Crush. Yeah, he just prefers to be as a regular central defender. And still no new highlights, so we're going to make our final substitution of the day. Rico comes on for Guedes. Get out there. Let's close out this game, this last few minutes. Pick up a glorious victory. Can we do it completely shutting out Vallecano without letting them have a single shot? I'm keeping my eye on the match stats down there. We're into stoppage time now. Oh, they got a shot in. They got a shot in before the end of the game. Wasn't on target, but anyway, never mind. Absolute pure dominance. So I'm very pleased with the result and your performance. End of the team talk there. Pretty good game. I mean, not very exciting, no highlights after that second goal, but the second goal killed it basically, and that means we open up that 3-point gap over Zaragoza. So the press are going with quality of possession, and we get the chance, of course, to praise Macias's performance. So great passing in the last game. I didn't actually check what it was that they said made him so good. But anyway, Macias is coming along nicely. I'll just show you him. I mean, it's one of those things about the star rating system. 3-star current and potential ability, but he does the business for us. All right, so we're moving up to December, and then we've got a bit of a break coming up over Christmas. Now, we have got the Cup coming up, so we'll see who we get there. The board want us to do something in the Cup this year. I think they want the 3rd or the 4th round, so I'm going to have to focus on that a little bit. Next big games, probably in December, we've got Coruña and Atletico Pamplona, so that's 7th and 3rd, respectively, both away from home, so a couple of tough games there. But then probably moving into the new year, our next biggest game is going to be Vigo away, although they started the season well, they've slipped back a bit. So I think I'm just going to try and blast through a whole bunch of games. We don't have anything going on with the national team for a while. We'll see what comes up in the Cup. Maybe the next episode will feature a Cup game. But if there's no interesting ties in the Cup, or we have yet another early exit, then we'll probably come back around March time, maybe for the home game with Zaragoza, depending on how the league's looking then. But I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode, today's glorious victory with the bewitching Baltazar. If you have, then hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Dodgy Gamer. See you again soon.